Hello, Assalamu alaikum. We have been talking about CSS, and in previous lectures we talked about CSS, how we use it, CSS margins, paragraph, and so on. Today, basically, continuing from there, we will be talking about CSS padding feature. Now, padding is basically an attribute that allows us to control the spaces after the tag has started. Previously, margin was discussed. Today, padding, and we will see the difference between both. My name is Dr. Shan Bhatti. If you're here for the first time, don't forget to subscribe my channel so that you can keep updates on my future lectures. So let's begin. Now, frame padding. Frame padding is basically something that allows us to control the space of content after the tag has started. Now, there's a difference between margin and padding which needs to be clearly understood. Margins is basically space that control or space which refers to the space from the starting of the document till the first letter that may appear on that document. So if I refer to Microsoft Word, this is margin. After this, everything we can write would be between these two things. However, even after this, if I have a text that I can write, which may start somewhere from inside that tab, after this starting position is allowed. So this is margin and I'm allowed to enter text from here, but I may come across situations where I don't need here and I need as extra tab subheading wise. So this is extra padding space basically. Okay, so this is basically what we refer to as extra padding space. That basically means, sorry, extra, not extra, E-X-T-R-A, sorry about that. So this basically means that now my text can start from here. Okay, this is the margin end, this is the margin space, but I still need further space. So for that further tab space that we refer to is known as padding. So if I go back into my Microsoft, in my code, I use something, we have a margin already available. We used this text previously, and let's just use the same thing. So if I come back here, hit a refresh, you would note that I have this margin set. So we have 50% margin available in paragraph 2, a dotted paragraph, right? So in my CSS and in my HTML code, if I go back, it's a simple HTML code. There's nothing more to it. We have an add heading 2 tag available, and we have paragraph with a class dotted. If I go back into my CSS, we have a paragraph dotted. We have been using the same CSS for previous 2-3 lectures. So if you're following along, you should understand what we basically be doing. Within this paragraph dotted, what I need to do now further is I use something called padding. Okay, now if I write padding, again the list pops up. Again, I'm using Sublime Editor. You can use it. It just helps out with your property names. Once you are here padding, we have 4 options available: padding top, left, right, bottom, all along. So in my case, let me just go and write padding left, and then let's just give 50 pixels for it as well and hit semicolon. Okay, now this basically means that there is a margin. Okay, this is margin top. Let's just use margin left as well. Okay, so margin and left, and in this case let me use 100 pixels. Okay, semicolon. So we have a margin called 100 pixels from left. So this means that this particular paragraph would start 100 pixels off from its border, from the starting point. So there will be 100% gaps for this particular paragraph. However, even after 100 pixels, there would be another 50 pixels of gap because it's supposed to be Sublime. Now, because this paragraph has something called border, so now again we have a border style double. Because we have a border style double means that this paragraph would have a border. Okay, so how the output would appear. Now again, we don't need these 2 tags because they are already overridden by this thing. So this would have a higher precedence because again, first this will execute, then this will execute, then this will execute. So when this executes, it will override all these 2 because this is left, right, but this means this single tag means left, right, top, bottom, all around. So this contains all 4. So there is no need actually for writing this thing. We can just remove it to simplify the code. So we have a border available. Now keep an eye on the border and margin and the padding. Okay, so these 3 features are very, this should hopefully allow us to explain things better. So if I go back into my code, hit a refresh. Now see what happened. These paragraphs have 50% margin. So if I go back into my code, see this, we use this as a paragraph, simple CSS that has a gray color and blah 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 things. We've been talking about this previous class. Previously, margin left was 30 pixels, margin right was 50 pixels. So if I come back here, 30 pixels and 50 pixels margin available here for all paragraphs. However, this paragraph has a specific class-based paragraph. So this class-based CSS style has certain additional things. It has a double as compared to other simple group style. Then margin top 50, that's why we have more space at the before it. Margin left is now 100%. That's why it 100 pixels. So that's why now there has 100 pixels of space before it starts from. So this is basically a margin space. But because we have a border as given to it as well, so we have a border available to this particular font as well, this paragraph. Okay, so this border allows us to understand things more appropriately. So this is basically margin. After margin, the paragraph has started. The border would allow us to create around the paragraph. Okay, the borders are not considering the padding factor. The borders are not considering the padding factor. Keep that thing in mind. So when we apply a border, they basically consider the margin, not the padding. So once we apply border, margins, and then we come into padding, now padding again means 50 pixels on the left. So this means that after the tag has started, I want a further 50 pixels gap. So my text should not appear right very close to the border. I just need a little bit more space, so to make it appear more beautified. So in this case, see this tag text is appearing absolutely joined with the tag. Maybe we need more space, we need more beautification. This can be an image, this can be a link, this can be any content that you're displaying on your website. So we control the spaces between each content, whether that's heading, paragraph, links, images, text, whatever you are putting here. These same settings apply on every single thing. So margin basically allows us to control how much is the space from the border to the actual tag, the starting position. Padding basically allows us to control the space even after that margin. So there's more space here. So if I come back here and I specify, for example, padding top is equal to, for example, 25 px and then semicolon. Now it basically means that if I come here, see this, they are very co-joined together. So if I hit a refresh, now there's a 25 pixels gap. So my text appears in middle of the paragraph, looks nice. And then at the bottom again, there is a border here, but it's just very co-joined. So I can come here and I can give padding. For example, bottom, this should also be like 25 pixels or any pixels depending on basically what you want to do. So if I hit a refresh, now you see my text is appearing inside a particular box, but there's a gap there, looks more appropriate and nicely. Okay, done. So this is basically how we control the spaces between each content using padding option. Padding again refers to space after the document. Even in this page, if you see here, this is the page ends. This is the numbers that are automatically inserted by Sublime. After this each space refers to padding. Each space refers to padding. This is the margin area. So from this yellow line to this point, this is the margin area. I cannot go beyond this. I must start the text from here. But once I start here, then the next line I can start from here. But then I have added some tabs. So by pressing tab, I'm basically inserting a padding area. So that is basically internal padding area. This allows us to control the content which resides inside these basic paragraphs. We can give this padding as a general as well. So for example, if I come back here and let me give it padding as a general and let's just say 10 pixels. Okay, so now it basically means that I've specified 10 pixels in padding. So all these paragraphs, if I come back, make sure come back here, Control S. Don't forget to save it every time you make any changes. See this, they are very co-joined together with your border lines. So if I hit a refresh, now there's a small gap. There's a space between each of these contents, which makes it now look more appropriate. So the text is not absolutely stuck to the border lines. There's a small gap and now it appears more better. This is where sometimes very much useful if you're creating links, images, icons are being inserted and they are very joined with your text and you want to insert some space. We just simply use padding attributes to control the space between after that particular character. Okay, so hopefully that's more understandable. If I come back into my tutorial, this is in my left task on CSS. You would find that this is basically what you need to do. These are padding, top left, bottom right corner, and then you have to create a simple division tag which allows us to have this particular format. So let's do that. In order to do this tag, what we need to do is we come back into HTML. Okay, before the body tag ends, actually we create a div tag. Okay, and here we go, div, and let me just insert, for example, L'Oreal, or this is div tag with some padding, and then I will just close the div tag. Okay, my div is closed. Now I go back into CSS, and within my CSS I will write div block start block close, and then background BSCK background color I guess can be LIGS light blue. Okay, I don't know whether this word would actually work or not. And then I can give, for example, padding. Padding all around can be, for example, 50 pixels, right, or 25 pixels in that example, if I remember correctly. Okay, this 25, if you write just padding, it means top left bottom right, but you can individually control it as well. So if you write padding, you can see top left bottom right out there. You can control individual padding, or if you apply generally, it will apply basically means on all four things. Similarly, margin basically means the space around a particular character. So I specify margin as 50 pixels. So from border, it will start 50 pixels forth, and the text would be there. Within it, there would be 25 pixels, and we have a background color to it. We can give it as a border as well. So we can give you border style, I guess, can be, for example, solid. Control S. We come back into web page, hit a refresh, and now we have a solid border with a light blue color. And then obviously it has a 50 pixels of margin. Okay, so 50 pixels of margin from left, 50 from top, 50 from right, 50 from bottom. So again, it means that all this div tag would have a 50% equal width from all four corners. Sometimes you don't need that. Sometimes you only need it from left, not from top. So if that is the case, then that basically means that I don't use this margin. Okay, so instead of this, I will use, for example, margin left. Okay, so if I use left only, okay, this is giving me that I have not purchased it yet. I'm just using a free version right now. So we come back here, hit a refresh. So now you see it appears with a default space. The space between a single component and a different second component. A single tag and after tag, every tag is basically a block having a separate spaces. So this will create a space between it. But there's a 50 pixel space here. Okay, because I've specified left only, so left space, not on the bottom, not on the right. Okay, so it depends on how you basically want to control it, how you want to specify your margins. You can use percentage sign. Remember, sometimes we do that to ensure that our content is adjusted automatically and the spaces are always same, depending on that. So hopefully this concept of margins and paddings is more clear now. This is Dr. Shan Bhatti. If any problem, do leave your comments below and I will try to ensure to solve that. Thank you very much for watching. Don't forget to subscribe my channel, please. Thank you.